In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the especially merciful. By the blessing of Sidi Shaykh, may Allah sanctify his secret. How can you calm your heart when you are unable to gather the strength to practice remembrance of Allah, dhikr, to fill your heart with light? When Allah imposed prayer, He first decreed 50. But why 50? A single unit or a single invocation could suffice. Allah indeed said, "Therein they will find what they desire." Salam, a word from a very merciful Lord. Quran chapter 36, verses 57 and 58. Why then 50 daily prayers? It's to ensure the nasiya, the spiritual forelock, remains perpetually prostrated on the earth. This prevents the forelock from conjuring illusions and creating images mistaken for haqiqah, the ultimate truth. Initially, Allah mandated 50 prayers to suppress these illusions. However, when the Prophet Muhammad descended to meet Prophet Moses, things changed. The 50 prayers were initially obligatory at the stage of "You are as you described yourself," representing the ultimate and exhaustive light, that which is beyond the lote tree of the furthest boundary. But when the Messenger of Allah descended to the 6th heaven, to Prophet Moses, that is, in this path that we took the trouble to make you understand that it was only illusions. What did the latter tell him? Prophet Moses said the Muslim community wouldn't bear 50 prayers. Based on his experience with his own people, even 2 prayers were a challenge, so 50 would be insurmountable. He suggested Prophet Muhammad to go back to God, the real, and ask for a reduction. Following this, the Prophet returned to the real, and the number of prayers was decreased until there were only 5 left. He felt shy to ask for any further reduction. However, the value of these 5 prayers remained equivalent to 50. This way, the forelock receives the tranquilizing dose from 5 prayers as it would from 50. When you dig into the earth where you prostrate yourself, what do you find? There's no treasure but Gog and Magog and hellfire. Remember, mercy exists on the earth's surface, not beneath. That's why we bury the dead just deep enough to be covered, because mercy lies at the surface. Beneath, there's only death, fire, hell, and Satan. Where do you prostrate again? On the surface of the earth, right? When you prostrate, all illusions accumulated by the forelock are released, and they burn in the earth's core. At this moment, in exchange, the Lord grants his proximity, because during prostration, the servant is closest to his Lord. Your forelock, full of illusions and errors, is purged hence like a magnet, pulling out all the filth you accumulated. What about the heart? Will it prostrate? No, the heart remains elevated above the earth because it is not subjected to illusions. The parts of your body that interact with illusions, the feet, the hands, the forehead, they prostrate. The forehead, in particular, often perceives itself as the sovereign. However, the true sovereign is the heart. Allah indeed says, "Except for one who comes to Allah with a sound heart." What hinders the heart from being sound? It's the forelock. Therefore, we must instruct the forelock in 2 duties. The first one is spiritual jihad. What does this jihad, struggle, involve? Let me tell you the bare minimum. If I'm incapable of doing dhikr, if I cannot attain a state where my heart is illuminated with Allah's light, when I engage in my supererogatory prayers, I commit to a prostration lasting half an hour. Upon rising, I immediately return to another prostration of the same length. I resolutely declare that my forelock will remain there. As soon as I hear its whispers, when it conveys to me that it's at peace, empty, with nothing lingering, I respond with a firm no, insisting it remains in its position. During this prostration, I continue as long as thoughts emerge in my mind. However, remember, this is only for supererogatory prayer, not obligatory ones. You don't want to keep everyone waiting behind you. It's you who needs it, with a mind filled to the brim, much like a large gourd. Understand that some people have clear minds, driven purely by their love for Allah. For them, a brief prostration and merely saying, "Subhana Rabbiya al-A'la," is enough. Therefore, adopt this practice during voluntary prayers. Empty yourself completely and allow the magnet to draw out everything it can. Fire consumes fire. Darkness engulfs darkness. Continue this until tranquility fills your heart, realizing that indeed the Lord is near to you. When you achieve this state, rise and perceive the realization of, here you are, you and your Lord. Then declare, "You are as you have described yourself." Through this, your heart becomes sound, filled with tranquility and peace, all derived from the love of the Lord. This is the task you struggle to perform, even though it's fundamentally quite straightforward.